Happy Friday everyone, it's hashtag FAQ Friday live from the Lake District, a sunny Lake District, which is better late than never. Summer has finally arrived and I've got lots of questions coming in about how can we balance productivity with employee comfort in this beautiful hot weather. Well, balancing productivity with employee comfort in hot weather is crucial. And it's crucial to maintain efficiency and ensure the well-being of your team. And I've got some strategies as always to help and support you to enable you to look after your employees at this time where we've got some lovely hot weather. So let's look at first of all the environmental adjustments. So you can actually have air conditioning and ventilation. You may not have that in your workplace at the moment, but look at ways to ensure that air conditioning systems are working efficiently and are set to an optimal temperature between 68 and 74 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 23 degrees Celsius. That's what's generally recommended in the workplace. However, we do know that in kitchens it can get a lot hotter than that in hospitality. So using fans effectively. Now, the one thing I used to do in the industry is actually put ice in front of the fans so that it cools the whole workplace down. Ensure you use fans and ensure proper ventilation in spaces where air conditioning isn't available. So use it effectively, see how you can help and support the cooling of that, whether it's cold water in front of the fans or ice cold water in front of the fans, which is beneficial. It is difficult when you've got hot ovens on, hot stoves on, but see how you can make sure that you use those more efficiently as well in the workplace if possible. Shading and blinds is quite important because this actually effectively stops the heat coming in. So using blind shades or tinted windows to reduce heat from the direct sunlight, especially if your operation has got a beautiful sun coming in, but yet it's like a greenhouse. Look at cooling stations. Set up cooling stations with water, ice and cold water towels to help employees cool down and use them effectively. And then look at flexible workspaces, allowing your employees to relocate to cooler areas of the office or work from home if possible. But if they're working to cool areas of the workplace, whether it's, if you're in a kitchen, how much time can you be in that temperature before you need a break in a cooler space, and what are you doing to ensure that happens? So we've got to look at policy adjustments because we tend to be rigid on policies in our businesses, but look at policy adjustments. Flexible working hours, allow flexible working hours to enable your employees to commute during cooler parts of the day or work when they feel most comfortable. I know that's really difficult if you're around service times, but try and engage, like some employees are coming on at different parts of the shift, and see how you can do flexible working. But speak to your employees. What do they want? Are they happy? Speak to them and ensure that, ask for mind mapping ideas with the team. And look at your dress code relaxation. I'm not saying completely wipe out your dress code, but looking at implementing a more relaxed dress code to allow for lighter, more breathable clothing during the hot weather, and see how you can help and support your employees to be able to work effectively in this. And then remote work if possible. Offer the option to work remotely to reduce the discomfort of commuting in the heat. But is there any chance that you can look around and use your space in your business more effectively? Is there areas of the business more cooler than others that you can relocate your team? Not saying that reception can go and work in the basement or anything like that, but see how you can effectively do that. Ask the questions of your employees. They're more likely to come up with some great ideas to help and support this development for this short amount of time. We don't get this 100% of the time, do we, in the UK, but look at how we can support our employees to get the best position in the workplace, but also be more effective and be more happy in this current heat at the moment. We can't complain because obviously we don't have it 24/7, but when it is hot it can be really uncomfortable and we're not used to it. So see how we can condition ourselves, but also how we can support our teams to be able to work effectively in an environment, but try and support the environment to be more beneficial for each person. And then employee support. Regular breaks is so important. Ensure that you encourage frequent short breaks to allow employees to cool down and rehydrate. They must have water as much as possible. You have to rehydrate all the time, so it's not just about 2 litres anymore when it's hot. Make sure that they've got access to fluids, that they are rehydrating and hydrating all the time. So hydration, providing plenty of water stations throughout the workplace, and remind employees to stay hydrated. Keep reminding them, because what you don't want is anybody to feel unwell. You don't want anybody to go down or faint, so be mindful of these elements. And then don't forget our wellness programs. Offer wellness programs that include tips on staying cool and maintaining health during the hot weather. And then we can go on to technological solutions. You know, we've got productivity tools out there. Utilize them. Utilize productivity tools that can help track progress and keep tasks on schedule, even if employees are working in different locations or time zones. But if people are working in different positions in the workplace, you know, look at the different tools that you can use. Have that communication element on full speed ahead, so that you can help and support each other to ensure that the workplace is still working effectively. And online collaboration, using online collaboration tools to facilitate communication and teamwork when employees are working remotely, if that's possible, or flexible working hours, so that it's a continuous complement of the workplace, and actually it might actually open some doors to some future amazing opportunities in your business. And let's look at management strategies, because we've got to regularly check in with our team. Have managers check in regularly with their teams to ensure they're comfortable and to address any issues that arise due to the heat. You know, think about first aid, think about all of the elements to ensure that your team are happy. Last thing you need is people to be unhappy in the workplace in this heat, but see how you can navigate through busy periods, because it is the busiest time of one of the busiest times of the year for our industry. But how can you effectively work together to ensure that we keep effective but also happy in the workplace? And you know, whether we manipulate different times and have a look at different workstations. I know it's very difficult, but I know pastry has to work, a pastry section in a kitchen has to work in a cool environment, otherwise it doesn't effectively work very well. And then have a feedback loop when you're using the management strategies, encouraging feedback from your employees on what adjustments help them to stay productive and comfortable and be willing to make necessary changes. So if they say ultimately it's great to have a cooling station but we can't get to it, you know, it's completely at the other side of the building, have a look at how you can sort that out and how you can manipulate that for the best advantage for all of you. And don't forget, health and safety is a big thing. Educate your employees about the signs of heat-related illnesses and provide guidance, because in health and safety, you're all responsible for health and safety. But provide guidance on how to prevent them, and obviously don't forget to document it. So they're just some strategies, some top tips that you could use right now to help and support your team. But your team can help and support each other to ensure that they can cope in this wonderful weather at the moment, and how they can navigate this beautiful hot weather, this summer weather that we've got, and bottle it if you can, because soon we'll be whinging and moaning that it's cold and wet. So enjoy this time, and I know it's hard when we're not used to it, but see what you can do for the short term to keep your employees happy, keep production up, and also look at strategies in how you can implement these strategies, because companies can create a work environment that prioritises employee comfort during hot weather while maintaining productivity. And think about treats. What can you do to treat your employees? Can you buy them a nice lolly or an ice cream or something like that, or have a drink station that they can go to and just keep topping up with ice production there? Or what is it that you can do to help and support? What do your team want? If you can ask your team, you're 90% there, because your team, be realistic, obviously. Your team will come up with some great ideas to help and support you. So I hope that's helped on this beautiful Friday, FAQ Friday. But please ask if you've got any questions you want to have answered. It is Top Tits I'm bringing you to help and answer questions for you. So it's happy Friday, everybody, and it's a happy weekend, and as always, I'm here to help and support. Don't forget, Alison at ajlates.com. Give me an email or message me on one of my social media channels. But don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Sharing is caring. And please give me a shout if you've got any questions or if you need any assistance being able to help and support you to achieve your goals for this year. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.